The information provided on this podcast is intended for general informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. While we discuss topics related to vegan health, diet, and fitness, always consult with a qualified healthcare provider or registered dietitian before making any changes to your diet, fitness routine, or lifestyle, especially if you have existing health conditions.
Welcome to Good Vegan Meal, the podcast for lifelong vegans, people wanting to become vegan, or those interested in vegan living. We're here to make your lives better by giving you the information you need to succeed in your compassionate vegan lifestyle.
You know that feeling, right? That real joy you get bringing friends and family together, sharing a meal. It's just one of life's great things.
It really is.
But let's be honest. Sometimes you got different diets at the table, and it can feel like, well, like you're navigating a minefield almost.
Mm-hmm.
You want to host. You want everyone included, maybe share a bit of your own plant-based thing. But how do you do that without making it awkward or stressful?
That is the exact challenge we're jumping into today. We're doing a deep dive, really, into the art of hosting a genuinely great vegan potluck, especially when, your guests aren't all vegan.
Right, the mixed crowd.
Exactly. Our mission here is to pull out those key bits of wisdom from the sources we looked at. Make sure your event is packed with flavor, fun, real connection, and definitely not stress.
And we've got some fantastic sources lined up for you.
That's
Seriously. Planning guides? Yeah. But also real stories like, get this, someone made 29 different vegan dishes for a potluck and not a single scrap came home.
Wow, that's impressive.
Isn't it? Plus recipe ideas and even advice on handling, tricky family stuff that can come up. So our goal, give you the tools for an inclusive, delicious vegan potluck that leaves everyone vegan or not wanting the recipes. Let's dig in. Okay, so an inclusive, delicious vegan potluck. First thing that pops into my head is the invitation. How do you actually say, hey, this is all vegan without it sounding like a lecture or like you're laying down the law?
That's spot on. It's the first hurdle. And what our sources kept highlighting again and again is how you phrase it. It's really all about the framing.
Framing.
Yeah. The aim isn't some strict rule book. It's presenting it as maybe a fun opportunity to try something new, keep the tone friendly, casual,
You need clear.
Clear but casual.
Exactly. Clearly state, hey, all dishes should be free of meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. And for your friends who aren't vegan, it's super helpful to give a few examples of those like hidden non-vegan things.
Oh, right. Like stuff you wouldn't expect. Precisely. Think whey protein in crackers. Sometimes milk powder in baked goods people buy, gelatin in some desserts. It's not about catching people out. It's just about helping them bring something everyone can enjoy.
That's really smart. It lowers the barrier, takes the guesswork out for people. Okay, so beyond the what not to bring, what about the actual logistics? How do you stop ending up with, 5 different versions of hummus?
Right.
Or 3 fruit salads?
Right. The dreaded duplicate dish dilemma. That raises a really important point. And yeah, lots of potluck hosts face this. Our sources are pretty unanimous here. Use collaborative tools.
Like online things.
Yeah, exactly. A shared Google Doc works great. Or those sign-up websites like signup.com, they're invaluable. You just create categories, mains, sides, salads, appetizers, desserts, maybe even drinks.
Oh, so people sign up for a category.
Ensures you get a good balance, a nice spread, and it stops, 5 people all bringing pasta salad. And here's another really good tip. Ask guests to bring an ingredient list with their dish.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It is, isn't it? It helps everyone, but it's especially great for people with allergies.
Yeah.
Nuts, soy, gluten, whatever it might be, just promotes that feeling of safety and care.
I love that. Shows real consideration. But, okay, what if you have a friend who's maybe totally unfamiliar with vegan cooking? They might feel really lost or nervous even. It can sound intimidating if you're not used to it.
That's a really common scenario. And this is where the sources get into the psychology of hosting almost. It's not just about the practical stuff.
How so?
Well, the best approach is to sort of reframe it for them. It's not about expecting them to suddenly become a gourmet vegan chef overnight. That's not the point.
Right.
The point is the shared experience, the company. So the advice is explicitly tell them their company is what matters most. Offer help. Suggest a really simple, maybe store-bought thing. They could bring a good quality hummus, some nice olives, vegan crackers.
Take the pressure off.
Exactly. Or share a super simple, tried and tested recipe. something foolproof. Reassure them that simple is totally fine, even great. It shifts their focus from like, oh no, I have to perform culinary miracles to, oh cool, I get to hang out and try some food. It turns that potential anxiety into just, looking forward to it.
That's a fantastic way to put it, shifting from performance to enjoyment.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've nailed the communication, the logistics. Let's get to the main event, the food.
Right.
How do we make sure the vegan dishes aren't just, okay, but actually, wow, the non-vegan guests, you want them to almost forget it's specifically vegan food, right?
Absolutely, that's the goal. You want people thinking, wow, this is delicious, full stop.
Yeah.
The key, according to our sources, is focusing on dishes that are naturally flavorful, hearty, and often things that feel familiar. Comfort foods, or maybe exciting twists on classics.
Okay, like what kind of things?
Think appetizers. Buffalo cauliflower wings get mentioned a lot. They have that spicy kick, that satisfying texture.
Yeah.
Or a big 7-layer taco dip, super easy to make vegan now, with all the great plant-based sour creams and cheeses available.
Oh yeah, people love a good dip.
Totally. For mains, something interactive is always a hit, like a build-your-own burger bar. You provide good quality vegan patties, buns, maybe some sauces, and then guests can bring fun toppings, caramelized onions, different pickles, maybe some vegan bacon.
That sounds fun, actually. Gets people involved.
It does. And dessert. Black bean brownies come up surprisingly often. They're rich, fudgy, decadent, and non-vegans are usually amazed when they find out the secret ingredient. It totally challenges preconceptions.
Okay, black bean brownies noted. And you mentioned earlier one source actually tested, 29 recipes?
Yeah.
And didn't bring any leftovers home? That's like the ultimate proof of concept.
Yeah.
What were some of those winners? What made them work so well?
Yeah, that was the Two City Vegans article. Really practical insights there. They found things like baked tofu were big hits. Sounds simple, right? But
Yeah.
it was praised because it's versatile, soaks up marinade beautifully, and gets a nice firm texture.
Okay, tofu can be tricky, so that's a good one.
Definitely. Also, crispy avocado fries. I mean, who wouldn't love those?
Yeah.
Crunchy outside, creamy inside. Perfect finger food. Lentil bolognese was another winner. Rich, savory, really satisfying, holds its own.
Comfort food again?
Exactly. Creamy vegan cashew queso. Apparently that disappeared fast. Roasted cauliflower tacos. Too fun, flavorful, easy to eat while mingling. Even a really decadent raw vegan chocolate cake got rave reviews.
Wow, even raw vegan.
Even raw vegan. I think the takeaway is that these dishes worked because they delivered on texture, crispy, creamy, chewy, and bold, satisfying flavors. They felt familiar and comforting, even if they were vegan. It proves you don't need complex, weird ingredients to impress people.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that idea you mentioned, the build your own burger bar.
Yeah.
Getting guests involved in the actual assembly or creation.
Yeah.
That seems like a smart move, too. Like it breaks down barriers.
Oh, absolutely. It's a brilliant strategy. The sources call it the co-assembly approach, and it's highlighted as a fantastic way to sort of break down walls, almost subconsciously. It shows people how easy and normal vegan eating can be.
How does that work in practice? Beyond burgers.
Well, instead of just putting out finished dishes, guests participate. Imagine setting up a vegan pierogies bar. You provide the basic boiled or fried pierogies, and guests bring or assemble toppings. Vegan sour cream, fried onions, maybe some smoky mushroom bits, fresh dill,
Oh, I like that idea.
or a vegan pizza bar. You have bases, sauce, vegan cheese, and then everyone brings different toppings to share: olives, peppers, artichoke hearts, vegan pepperoni, pesto. Or a vegan nachos bar where everyone just piles on their favorites.
That sounds like a party in itself.
It does, right.
Yeah.
Even something simple like vegan open-faced sandwiches or crostini becomes a fun, interactive thing. It makes guests feel involved, empowered even. They realize, hey, I could make this at home. It shifts the experience from just eating to like participating and discovering together.
So we've got the great food, the smart logistics. But beyond that, how do you really create that welcoming, non-judgmental atmosphere? Because, it's not just about the food, is it? It's the whole feeling of the event.
You're absolutely right. If we kind of zoom out to the bigger picture, it really starts with you, the host. Your attitude sets the tone.
Lead by example.
Exactly. Bring a fantastic hearty dish yourself. Show off how good vegan food can be. But crucially, our sources emphasize putting the focus squarely on the social aspect. Make it super clear the main point is enjoying good food and good company.
So downplay the vegan aspect a bit, maybe?
Not necessarily downplay it, but frame it as part of the bigger picture, which is connection. Some sources even suggest integrating other fun activities. Maybe the potluck is part of a day that includes a hike or some lawn games or boating if you're near water.
Make it more of an event than just a meal.
Precisely. Think about a vegan barbecue, maybe with the veggie kebabs, grilled portobello mushrooms. The food is amazing, but it's one element of a fun shared experience that naturally makes it feel less like a statement and more like a gathering.
That sounds ideal. But let's be real for a second. Life isn't always ideal. What happens if, despite your clear instructions, someone accidentally brings something non-vegan? Or maybe worse, what if someone gets a bit confrontational about the whole vegan thing? We saw that forum example where someone's in-laws apparently caused drama. How do you keep that welcoming vibe then?
Yeah, these are really important practical questions, and our sources definitely tackle them. For the accidental non-vegan item, the key seems to be deciding beforehand how you want to handle it.
Okay, pre-planning?
Yeah. You have options. You could just be really graceful, quietly set it aside, maybe mention it gently later for next time. Or some suggest having a separate, clearly marked little area for any such items if you're okay with that. It really depends on your comfort level and who your guests are. There's no single right answer, just the one that feels right for you and your event. Now, for the confrontational stuff, that's trickier, but the conversations with a friendly vegan source had some really valuable insights. It talks about this natural tension hosts can feel.
Tension between...
Between your need for authenticity, like being true to your values, hosting the event you want, and your need for connection, especially with family or close friends who might not get it.
Authenticity versus connection. I see.
Right. And the advice isn't just stand your ground, it's more nuanced. It suggests things like planning for potential pushback. Think about what someone might say and how you could respond calmly and confidently.
Like rehearsing a response.
Sort of, yeah. Or at least thinking it through. Also, trying to listen for the underlying need behind a comment. Is it genuine curiosity? Is it feeling left out? Is it just habit? Understanding that can help you respond more effectively. And crucially, remember, it's okay to acknowledge someone's objection without getting sucked into a big debate.
So you don't have to win the argument.
Exactly. You can say something like, I hear that you find this unusual, but this is important to me, and I'm really happy you're here to share this meal with us. It validates their feeling without compromising your event. That forum example you mentioned, Injikuro, is a great illustration. She wanted to avoid arguments about meat with her in-laws, so she planned a dessert-only vegan potluck.
Ah, clever. Sidestep the main course issue.
Right. The advice she got was, be super clear on the invite, frame it like a specific theme, let's all bring our favorite vegan dessert, and importantly, have her partner run interference and set boundaries with his family, because ultimately it's your event, your home, reflecting your values. You get to set the terms. It really highlights finding creative ways to manage that authenticity versus connection tension.
That makes sense. Setting clear boundaries, sometimes creatively.
And some sources, like PETA, even suggest things like letting guests interact with companion animals if you have them, subtly connecting the food choices to the animals themselves. Kind of a gentle meet their meat idea, perhaps sparking thought without confrontation.
Interesting angle.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've really covered a lot here. The essentials for hosting a genuinely delightful vegan potluck seem to boil down to clear, friendly communication up front.
Setting those expectations kindly.
A focus on crowd-pleasing food, maybe interactive dishes, things that are naturally delicious anyway.
Yeah, focusing on flavor and familiarity.
And really cultivating that welcoming vibe while also being ready to, handle any social awkwardness or challenges with a bit of grace in planning.
Absolutely. So what this all means, really, is that hosting a vegan potluck, particularly when you have non-vegan guests, it's actually much more than just putting out some food.
Right.
It becomes this fantastic opportunity for community, for people to discover new foods, maybe even surprise themselves. And it's a way to show, just by doing it, how delicious and easy and inclusive plant-based eating can be. It can genuinely turn potential awkwardness into a really positive shared experience. It's about bridging gaps, one tasty bite at a time.
Wonderfully put. So thinking about all these strategies we've discussed, the shared docs, the burger bars, the cashew queso, the tips for tricky conversations, here's something for you, our listener, to think about. What's maybe one small change you could make at your next gathering? How could you introduce more plant-based options in a way that really brings people together instead of creating any kind of division? Or maybe, how could you reframe something that feels like a dietary restriction into more of a culinary adventure for your guests? Definitely some food for thought for your next get-together.
Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Good Vegan Meal. If you loved what you heard and you're hungry for more, head over to our link tree at linktr.ee/goodveganmeal. There you can grab our free PDF 30 high-protein vegan 5-minute meals packed with quick recipes and full nutritional stats for every meal. Perfect for busy days and plant-powered gains. And if you're ready to take your vegan cooking game to the next level, check out our cookbook's 125-minute vegan meals for kids' lunches, a school lunchbox lifesaver. 185-minute vegan meals and 7 weeks of high-protein meals with meal planning made simple with grocery lists for each week. Grab your goodies at linktr.ee/goodveganmeal, and we'll see you in the next episode.